We have a very special guest joining us. A very special guest, the American Groyper leader. The American Groyper leader. Let's get some Nick chants, some Groyper chants going. The America First, Canada First crossover episode on election night here. On election night. Let's go. Groyper, 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 Groyper. Okay, let's bring him in. How's it going, Nick?
Hey, it's going great. How's it going with you?
It's going pretty good, man. I'm hyped. I'm excited for our results tonight.
Me too, man. It's man, I've been watching this and it is really neck and neck.
Oh, I know, right? It's these libs and these conservatives and these Frenchies over here. It's a nail biter so far. It's
coming down
interested.
To the wire.
Yeah. So coming up here, actually in about 20 minutes or so, this is when it actually is seriously going to start to get interesting because the Canada First candidates, not officially affiliated with Canada First, but the people that are Canada First. That's when their results start to come in here. So we're just kind of waiting for that. But
very exciting.
Now, Nick, I did want to ask you. I think that this is a warranted first question here on Canada First. Do you even fucking know anything about Canada? Like, what is the extent of your knowledge here?
Yeah, I'm a little in the dark when it comes to Canada. I'm not gonna lie. Haven't really had a chance to brush up with our neighbors to the north here. But I've been watching the stream. I've been learning a little bit, and I know we are conservative. We're the blue team. Is that right?
We are not the blue team. No, we are not the blue team. We are actually purple. We are the purple team.
Oh, right.
Yes, and we're not on the board yet.
Okay, what's purple now?
So purple is the People's Party of Canada. So going back to 2018. There is a conservative party, the blue team. There is a leadership race for the leader of that party. And it came down to our guy, Maxime Bernier, which I've heard some super chatters ask you about, and you're always like, oh, I don't fucking know who that is. But so it came down to Maxime Bernier and Andrew Scheer back in 2018. Andrew Scheer, he was like this tubby neocon, and Maxime Bernier was pretty based. And got to the 14th round of the leadership, the leadership election. And Maxime Bernier, he was in a clear lead. There's no way that Andrew Scheer is going to come back. And all of a sudden, 8,000 votes out of fucking nowhere for Andrew Scheer.
Wow. So it's another election fraud. Huh?
Very, very fishy. And after that, Bernier basically said, screw this. These guys aren't even conservative. They're all globalists. I was talking to Kai Clips about this. Your guys' Democrat Party, like Joe Biden, is further right wing than our Conservative Party, easily, no contestation. So,
why is that?
So the Conservative Party is full on, tranny mode. The CPC incumbent seat in my riding advocates for hormones for 6-year-olds. And the Conservative Party leader currently attends, all the LGBTQ gay rallies, wearing red high heels. He's pictured wearing red high heels at these rallies. So,
jeez,
it's not good. But Bernier, he's our hope. He made his new party, and back in 2019, we only got 1.6% of the votes. We didn't get any seats. And this time around, we're polling in the double digits. We're polling at 10 to 12%. So tonight could be very exciting, and hopefully we can pick up a couple seats here. There's a couple candidates that we're going to be watching closely once their results start to pour in here.
So you guys have a parliament.
We do, yes.
And so does it work like in Britain, where you don't vote for you vote for the party but not the candidate, or do you vote for the candidate?
So we are voting for the candidate here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, very exciting. So
Yeah.
are you, what's the upshot? What's white pill scenario? what is the best possible outcome within reason that we can expect tonight?
For sure. So the ultimate white pill here would be, I think it's like 5 seats. I think 5 seats are truly in play, and if we get all 5 of those seats, that's going to be like mind-blowing. Like, that's going to blow up the establishment, because we'll have 5, relatively based people. I mean, every single one of these 5 people, they're all pretty based. We'll have 5 people in Parliament to shout down Trudeau, to bring, anti-vaccine passport legislation to the table, to get into the media, to stir the pot, to stir some shit. And, even here's a big white pill for you, actually. Even if we get 1 seat, even if 1 seat is won tonight, Groypers will be in Parliament.
What?
Groypers will be in Parliament.
Wow.
And, obviously, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But that's like the big white pill to me, I think. Groypers in the Canadian Parliament.
This is big. Groypa's in the capital of Canada, which is, of course...
You don't know it? It's Ottawa.
Ottawa. No,
yes.
I knew that. I was about to say that. Groypers are in Ottawa.
In Ottawa, bud. Hey, we're in Ottawa, buddy.
Ottawa.
Fucking A right spot, eh?
Let's go! Let's
go, dude. Let's
go! Groypa's in Ottawa. And we are enjoying that. What's the lockdown like up there? Is it like it is in here? Do you have a vax passport yet, or how's that going?
Yeah, so it's one of Trudeau's promises in this election cycle to mandate vaccine passports federally, but provinces have started to do it on their own. And actually, in my province of Ontario, vaccine passports are coming in 2 days, and
Jeez.
It doesn't matter who wins federally, because it's fucking provincial. Ugh. So, my life's going to change a lot. I know a lot of, my friends' lives are going to change. A lot of, my political buddies' lives are going to change. But, honestly, it's not even really the vaccine passports that's the worst thing for us right now. The absolute worst thing for us right now is Bill C-36, which, which is something that our alt-conservative media, I know that you do not... I know that you would probably understand that some of the alt-conservative media reports on things quite wrongly. Right. It's something that Canada First is one of the only groups talking about this bill. And it's can we get some help here? It's literally going to throw right-wing people in jail. And Rebel News won't talk about it. And, the Post-Millennial won't talk about it like any of these bigger alt-conservative news sources. And Bill C-36 is basically going to change the definition of hate speech to mean if you detest or vilify someone or something.
Oh,
so that's super open-ended.
That's so broad.
Yeah.
Wow. So Canada, so what are you going to do, man? Are you going to go into hiding, or are you going to have to move to the Northern Territories where where you have to live in an igloo or something, or are you going to move down here?
So, I've weighed my various possibilities here, and a lot of it rides on what happens tonight, right? If we can get some pushback, things might change. However,
high stakes.
It's extremely high stakes. However, I think that we are going to have to go into a little bit of hiding, and not necessarily full on bunker mode, full on schizo mode. But we're going to have to be very careful about what we do online and offline coming up here in 2 months, because they will be targeting us. So just another piece of information for you and some of the viewers here as well. There's this organization, which they're watching right now, so fuck you guys. Fuck anti-hate. Let's get a fuck anti-hate in the chat right now. And
yeah, fuck anti-hate.
Fuck anti-hate, right? Bunch of Evan Baglord, more like Evan, I can't say it on Trovo, but what rhymes with bag? I think we can all know where I'm going with that.
Yeah, don't say it in the chat. Don't say it in the chat.
Yeah, don't say it in the chat. I've seen lots of fuck anti-hates. So this group, anti-hate, they're literally funded by Justin Trudeau. They get hundreds of thousands of dollars from the Justin Trudeau government, and they're fucking obsessed with us. And like last night, I was a guest on a different live stream with a PPC candidate, and our PPC leader, Maxime Bernier, stopped in too.
Really?
And yeah, and anti-hate, they were right on it on Twitter. Maxime Bernier is appearing on a stream with white supremacist and Holocaust denier, and Tyler Russell is going on a stream with Nick Fuentes and Raging Dissident tomorrow, and the world's fucking ending. So, in this group, anti-hate, they're the ones, and I'm not kidding. A lot of people don't know this. They are the ones, allegedly, and through my reports and my sources, that are going to be basically the gatekeepers for Bill C-36, deciding, who gets charged with that or not. So it's looking dark up here. So, obviously down south in America, you guys are dealing with the vaccine passport stuff right now. But up here, it's a lot of speech stuff that I think is even more important at this point. Because if we can't talk about the vaccine passports, if we can't talk about anything, how are we supposed to get anything done, right?
Yeah, that's why tech censorship's the number one. Well, and in your specific case, it's the hate speech legislation, which has always been looming. Europe has had hate speech legislation for a time, so that threat has always been looming, particularly over the other Anglosphere countries like Canada and Australia. Less so America because of the First Amendment, but yeah, I mean that is like game over. The hate speech. Sure. Because you're right, it's a process-oriented thing. So, it's bad enough when they put these practical logistical obstacles in your way, censorship, deplatforming, debanking, etc. But to make it illegal, that's like, game over. That's like underground, flee, hide. What do you even do at that point?
Yeah, it's gonna get crazy, and like, I don't even think that anybody necessarily has 100% answer to this. Like, this is new territory for human beings. Like with all this, relatively new tech that's going on, and with the social credit systems and cameras on every street corner. You guys don't have that down south, but these are things that are also targeting Canada up here. And the vaccine passport systems, we're getting digital identification up here. That's like going to be part of the vaccine passport, and it's going to be like a barcode, and like your person is like assigned a fucking number. Like, all these things coming together, it's uncharted territory. And I really do think that when we get to these various, kind of checkpoints, it's kind of like taking it day by day and just seeing, what can you do to move the needle a little bit that day. And making sure that, you don't get the RCMP or CSIS busting down your door because you like made some, you made fun of some like gay person on Twitter, or, you fucking like told some trans person that, they should redacted or something like that. It's simply insane at this point. And, I was talking to Beardson before this, and we're kind of like the petri dish for you guys. Like, this stuff is coming very soon down south.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the future for us. Barcodes, the national registry, the app, digital identification, and central bank digital currency. It's all coming. It's all, I mean, not for nothing. Maybe this is trite at this point, but the role of technology cannot be understated in all of this. I'm not a primitivist or anything, but it is the technological change. Just like, the invention of the printing press really is what precipitated the modern state, because paper and writing allowed for the modern bureaucracy to administer a modern state. Now the technological industrial society is going to pave the way for kind of power concentration and consolidation that, we haven't seen ever. You talk about absolute, talk about totalitarian, it's uncharted waters. Every thought, every word, every transaction, travel, it's all going to be tracked. It's all going to be recorded, ID'd, cataloged, permanent record. And you're right. The scale of this, the significance of it can't be understated. It's like a new era for humanity, for like the human race. So, I don't know. It's this is like the last stand for humanity, and things, like you said, are getting very dark. And unless we win now, it's like this is like Star Wars 3. You know, it's like Emperor takes over. We got to go to Dagobah. We got to hide on Tatooine. We got to hide on Alderaan, and we got to wait for the Rebel Alliance to build up its strength, or we got to wait for the Empire to collapse from within. But we are on the precipice. People talk all the time about point of no return and is it too late and that kind of thing. We're living through it right now. We're living through that transition. So a lot of people don't even give a shit. I mean, I think this is true. They just don't understand the stakes. And that's the entertainment complex and media industry has gone to great lengths to really, I think, obfuscate the significance of all of this. But that's what's at stake, and that's kind of our job right now, is to wake people up. It's not even a partisan thing anymore. It's not even. I think it's even less about immigration at this point, if I'm being totally honest. It's less about demographics. It's less about these other issues. We've so accelerated past that. I mean, immigration's like, I hate to say it, but it's effectively a lost battle. And what's more is, if this stuff comes to pass, it really becomes irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's not something that's impactful, and obviously I have strong feelings about it. Something should be done about it. But, it's just like talking about big tech censorship. Big tech censorship obviously takes precedence over like literally any particular issue. And this takes precedence over everything. The surveillance society, the digital society, like thwarting that takes precedence over everything. Because if that comes to pass, forget about having a thought in your fucking head challenging what they're doing or making a move, or moving some money around, God forbid. If all this comes down, it's like you got the the iPass on your car. I don't know what you guys call it up there, but you got the tollway thing that tracks you. The cars have computer chips. It's going to be this economy of things. Your refrigerator knows what's in your fridge. You've got one of those cameras on your Ring doorbell or whatever that tracks your comings and goings. Your phone is tracking you, recording you, videoing you at all times. And, this trend is only accelerating. We're nearing the completion of that. We're reaching sort of the natural end state of all of this, like gravity. There's this momentum towards this trend or with this trend. So you're right. It's bad news. I mean, now the Canadian affairs. Now that I don't fully understand exactly the specific process in Canada, how that the results of this election will affect all that, but certainly we need Max Bernier to get in there.
Yes, let's go. Mad Max, let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go.
PP, bitch. PP coming in big. We're pissing on him. PP pissing on him.
Exactly, fucking right. The PP poo-poo party is coming to fuck up the establishment right now. That's what we were doing.
We'd be shitting on them. We're not dying. It's like Mountain Rambler said. We're not dying on a hill. We're gonna shit on the hill, and the shit is gonna roll down the hill onto our adversaries.
Absolutely.
Like,
and then Groypers are gonna get into Parliament, and they're gonna take a fat pee-pee on Justin Trudeau's seat in the House of Commons. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a nice big wet spot right on Justin Trudeau's seat. And then we're going to fill water balloons with piss and chuck it at them with pebbles. That's what we're going to do in Parliament.
Yeah, that was awesome, bro. I saw that. Thank you for your service, King.
So actually, I'm innocent. I was framed. Okay. I was framed.
Oh,
and I won't say what I know about it, but we actually had Rock Guy on earlier. Rock Guy is here in the building at this election party that I'm at. So the infamous Canadian Rock Guy is here, and basically what happened with that was it's insane. I was telling Beardson too. Pebblegate was like the biggest thing that happened in this election cycle. Like Canada First was responsible. I'm using that term loosely, not literally. Allegedly responsible for throwing pebbles at the Prime Minister. And it made, like, Al Jazeera, like, it went international news, and they're talking about it, like, violent people attacking Justin Trudeau. These white supremacists threw rocks at Justin Trudeau. It's like, it was, like, little grains of, like, dirt, dude. And, it made for a funny thing. But, they tried to frame me. Within, like, 2 hours, we're like, white supremacist Tyler Russell was there. He's the one who did it. It's like, okay.
Well, that's good. You're not. You want to not talk about that stuff. You got to be careful how you talk about that stuff because the feds are always watching.
Oh,
Fed
for sure,
pigs.
absolutely.
Oink, oink, pigs.
Those fucking
Always
pigs.
watching.
ACAF.
Always sticking their big fucking snouts in everybody's business. So good on you. Well, hey, listen. It's what is it? 30 seconds? 30 seconds? Less?
Oh yeah. What time is it? 9:30.
It's here.
Let's
it's here.
go. This is the big moment.
Let's go. Are we gonna see?
So the actual results, well, it's gonna start to roll in 30 seconds.
Okay.
So it's gonna take like another like 2 hours to find out like the actual results, but this is when it's going to start to get exciting because now they're gonna start counting the Ontario votes coming up here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Lots of
Big
purple.
money. Big
Lots
money.
of purple.
BP.
Let's go.
I'm seeing purple. I love being purple. We're gonna party till we're purple. Let's go.
See now
we're rolling in here.
I just thought about this like last minute when I was driving super fast to get to this new location here because I'm at the election party, and we changed venues like last minute. I'm going like 140 kilometers on these back roads, and I'm like, dude, I didn't get purple Polo Groiper to come cheer on the purple team. It was a missed opportunity.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah, right?
Mascot.
Absolutely, that's
polo,
what I'm saying.
Big purple polo.
A nice big purple polo.
140 kilometers, huh?
140 kilometers, bud.
How fast is that?
It's probably
miles per hour.
I can't do the conversion. It's like 110 maybe, like 110 maybe. Somewhere around there-ish. I don't know your right Yankee numbers that you guys use.
87 miles an hour. That's not that fast, King.
Okay, I guess it's not. It's fast up here. It's fast. That's like 40 kilometers over the speed limit, bud.
Yeah, well, on a back road? Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow, he's flying around, man.
Whipping. Just whipping.
It's a big night. It's a big night. High stakes, like Bail Organa flying to the Jedi Temple.
Exactly. Precisely.
Time for you to go, sir. And so it is. I'm out of control. Oh, man.
Just wacky and wild tonight on Canada First.
Yeah, I had a big Monster Zero Ultra right before the stream. I was falling asleep.
I've had 3 today. I've had fucking 3. I've been up since 6:45 this morning doing politics shit.
For what, 12 hours? 14 hours?
Yeah, but I mean, I go to bed late too. Like I go to bed at like 2, 3. So like,
okay.
I'm running on very little sleep here. So I was slonking back the White Monsters too. I had like 3 today. It was great. It's keeping me going. It's an election.
Yeah,
you gotta slonk the White Monsters to turn into the White Monster, right?
That's right. Drink a White Monster, become a White Monster.
Yes.
That's what I am every day. So let's see. Are we getting some rolling results? Is it coming in? I'm watching.
I'm watching too. I'm not seeing any purple.
Okay. That's okay. It's coming, King.
So we're getting some French results back, and we don't really care about the French results, except for the Beauce. The Beauce is Maxime Bernier's riding. So that's going to be coming up here soon, the leader. The purple leader.
Okay. Purple.
That girl's last name is
This is
Cox.
good stuff, man. This is a great stream you got going on here. Great viewership, great overlay.
Yeah, man. This is our highest viewer stream. We're over 700 on all of our platforms right now that we're multi-streaming to. So this is truly groundbreaking moments here.
It's very exciting. What other platforms are you streaming on? Trovo and what else?
So Trovo and YouTube. I have like my YouTube channel for like replays. I'm actually kind of surprised because I couldn't stream on it for like the past 2 weeks. I was banned, and I'll probably get banned after this stream. So it is what it is. But
this is good stuff. I didn't think this many people gave a shit about Canada. No offense.
Man, there's lots of Leafs. There's lots of Leafs out there that, want to take back our country. You always see it in all these like lib shit articles. They're always talking about how Canada has a disproportionate amount of hate in the country, and it's some kind of disproportionate amount of Leafs on poll. All these Leafs reading poll and getting radicalized by 4chan. So there's lots of, the Red Menace. We were coming. We were coming back with the force. The day of the rape will not happen.
Even in the American right, some of the most prominent figures, or nearly all of them at one point, were from Canada. Crowder,
sure.
Molyneux, Lawrence Southern, Faith Goldie.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? There's one other. Jordan Peterson,
Lauren Chan,
McGinnis. Yeah, they're like all from Canada.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to think of ones from America that aren't like Jewish or whatever.
Yeah. that aren't really from America.
That's right. Yeah, real. We're talking about real Americans.
Yeah, some real Americans.
That say Merry Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah, like normal shit. It's just normal shit.
Yeah. Well, this is very good, man. The results, I don't know how that's going, but this is a great stream, King.
I appreciate it, buddy.
You got to stream on my new platform when it's all ready to go. You got to come on there.
Absolutely. I'll do Canada First on AmericaFirst.live. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we got to have you, buddy.
Sounds like a plan, man. Count me in.
Good stuff.
Now,
I love the hat. I love the hat, too.
The nice Canada First hat, yeah.
That's a winner.
Pretty sick. Now this hat, it's starting to gain a little bit of a reputation up here too. So
is that so?
Yeah. So our based, truly Canada First candidate Chelsea Hillier, in our riding, and she's probably going to be here later on tonight. Going back a couple weeks ago, she took a picture. Well, actually, somebody else took a picture of her, but she was wearing one of the Canada First hats. And anti-hate, fucking anti-hate. Can we get another fuck anti-hate in the chat, please? Anti-hate freaked out about it. Oh, PPC candidate Chelsea Hillier wearing the white supremacist hat from Tyler Russell's merch store. So, if you rep this red hat up here, people know, they identify you, which is pretty based, I think. I kind of like having that nice red target on my head,
I love that. Yeah, no, it's a great hat. It is a great hat. It's a beautiful hat, and all the power to you. Got a candidate wearing it and everything.
Exactly.
Who knows? Maybe this global white resistance movement. No, kidding. Maybe the populist nationalist revolution. Maybe the beginning there is in Canada. I mean, maybe that's ground zero because of Tyler Russell of Canada First. Maybe it'll
so true, and hey. That's my goal. That's my goal. And, just going to add on to that, too. It's like, things are going to get way worse up here than they're going to get down south for you guys, and a lot quicker. Like, Canadians, we can go up north into, like, the boonies or something. But really, if you want to stay within civilization, you're going to be going through hard times, and you're going to be stuck in hard times. Like, the government might just turn off your fucking power one day. Like, that's kind of how bad it's getting. And, we're going to start undergoing these hard times a lot sooner than you guys will. Because, like, relatively, there's still a lot of great places in America where, you guys are still free relatively, and, a lot of, red states or even red counties down there where you guys are waving the Trump flag still. Up here, we don't really have that stronghold. Like, even out west in Alberta or Saskatchewan, it's very rapidly becoming far leftist, especially in these urban centers, which make up a large portion of the Canadian population. So I think that Canadians are going to be hit like with a fucking freight train of just, these government, fucking regulations coming down on them. And I think it's going to wake up a lot of people. And I think that's, part of the reason why we are seeing a lot of, Canadians, and especially young Canadians, get excited about the PPC, get excited about Canada First, and actually want to do something about it and stand up for their nation. And, make fun of these neocon Zionists that try to, take us down and stuff. It's fun. And, that's one of the reasons why, I want to start Canada First in the first place, was because of what you were doing, obviously down south with America First. I truly feel like it's a revolutionary thing that is changing the world right now. And, hey man, I just want to say as well, thank you very much for, basically inviting me in and, allowing me to be a groiper up here in Canada. And, You know, the little Canada First thing, obviously. The AFCF alliance going on. I absolutely love it.
Of course, King, of course.
Yeah.
America First loves Tyler Russell, and we love Canada First.
Let's go.
And thanks for being a part of it. You're everybody loves you, King. You're a great guy. You're a great streamer, and you get it. There's not many people that get it. There are people that we like. There are people that I like, but they don't get it. Not many people.
And you just gotta get it. You just gotta get it, dude. Like, that's all there is to it. You just gotta get it.
It's just as simple as that. And if you have to ask what it is, you don't have it. You don't have it. You don't get it.
And then you can't ever get it, probably. Like, if you don't get it, then you probably will never get it. It's, you know, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, if you're like 24 and don't get it, just forget it. Forget about it.
Either
Shut up.
get it or forget it.
Yeah, that's right. Get it or forget it, buddy. But you got it. You got it going on, man. And, you know, you're right. Canada is going down the tubes faster than us, just like Australia, just like UK. So hopefully, you know, that means that we'll see some resistance being catalyzed there. And, you know, we'll learn a lot from the battles that you guys are having over there.
Absolutely.
It's a global struggle. It is. It's a worldwide global struggle for freedom and for, honestly, God, for goodness and Christianity. And you guys are leading the charge up there. Our Groypers are worldwide. We're behind every blade of grass. I got to get going, though. I got to do my show. I'm already 40 minutes late. So
yeah. It's 9:40 Eastern Standard. You do have to go do your show. So, hey, man, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it. I know all the Leafs in the chat appreciate it. Let's get some 07s for Nick in the chat as he exits the Canada First stream. And, man, whenever you want to come on Canada First, you're always welcome, of course. So,
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for
definitely
having
come on
me,
again
King.
in the future. And it was great to talk to you, buddy.
Likewise, King. Good luck with the results, and have a great stream, okay? You're doing a great job. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Sounds good, man. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye, buddy.
There we go. There we have it. Nick Fuentes, the one and the only Nicholas J. Fuentes, live on the Canada First election stream. You love to see it. Nick's great guy. Great guy. I know that we're all Nickers. We're all Nickers, right? We got a bunch of Nickers in the chat. Yeah, we got the Nickers in the chat. We're a bunch of Nickers up here in Canada. The Leaf Nickers. The Leaf Nickers.